The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Kenzie had to run to the bathroom, pregnancy stuff.
What does that mean, pregnancy stuff?
Well, when you're pregnant, you have to go to the bathroom a lot.
So what are we doing?
Well, I said we'll do sports that are stained, but hold on. My Bears-Packers prediction, the season prediction, and what Chris Chelios did on stage last night with Pearl Jam is epic, historic, and will blow your mind. Let's play one more song. Let's play Noah Khan.
That's my guy.
Let's do that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Damn, that's a song. That's Noah Khan. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
So before that, someone said, why is Brian playing The Cure? We all know he hates them.
That's not true.
I love that is stuck.
Listen, we have a podcast. You go to Q101.com, and you can hear all the expanded full show conversations. Somehow a snippet of me saying something about the cure for a disease I didn't like. That sounds worse.
Keep
You don't
going.
want to save the. I think you should stick with the band
Hey,
thing.
dig a little deeper, Brian.
No, I hate the cure. No, I'm kidding. I love them. I'm going to be seeing them Sunday
I'm
at
sure.
Riot Sunday at Riot Fest.
I'm sure you'll be there.
I'm there. I'm right up
I
front.
want a picture of you next to them.
Yep, I'm going to get
Holding
there.
a fork, so I know it's current.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
311 and AWOL Nation tickets coming up here in just a few minutes after sports. Your chance at it, so stay here. A lot in sports. Cubs lost to the Diamondbacks, the D-backs. I mean, it sucks because they've been on such a roll. Don't worry. Today, tomorrow, they can come back. Here's the stat, or here's the important point of the game, Kenzie.
Yes.
Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan, sang the seventh inning stretch. That's all I want to say about the
really?
game. That's all I want to say about the
That's
game.
cool.
Yeah, he's amazing. Chicagoan, of course. And came out there and did that. I failed to mention earlier in the week, I believe it was the game you were at, that Carlos Zambrano sang the seventh inning stretch.
Yes, it was awesome.
I'll never forget, before they rebuilt Wrigley Field and that kind of triangle parking lot where they used to have the Players Park, I saw Carlos Zambrano.
He's a big guy.
He's a big
I bet
guy.
you saw him from far away.
Oh, he's Big Z.
Well,
But he really is big.
he's not getting trimmer with age either in retirement.
To be honest, I don't think he looked like chunky at all. He looks like
He could
Like a
look.
wall.
There's a timeline where he looks worse than he did.
But he had 12 years where he was one of the most exciting men in Major League Baseball, and he was on the Cubs. Looked the video up of him destroying the Gatorade with the bat in the dugout. That's amazing.
That's good stuff.
But also, I saw him leaving the game. And you mentioned big. He had a big Escalade, is what his car was. The windows were down.
He couldn't fit. He couldn't fit in a little. He couldn't fit in your Rogue. That's the
No,
answer.
no.
He ain't getting in that.
His license plate was Big Z on that Escalade.
I love that. What I'm talking about.
He's not hiding anything.
Hell no.
Yeah, blinged
Do we
out
have to
rims.
change up? What the hell? Do we have to change a smoke detector? What was that? You
Oh,
squeezed
that
in
was,
your
that,
tennis
was,
shoes?
that was my tennis shoes again. I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
Why are you running laps in here? Stay still.
I got excited because I remember this moment with Big
Thank
Z.
God. I was like, oh, our batteries are low.
I saw him leaving, and I yelled, "Yo, Big Z!" And he stopped the car, he honked, and he pointed at me with a little head nod, and he kept going. That's my Carlos Zambrano moment.
He's fun. You can tell he's a party.
I'll tell you
and
what.
I like that.
With him, when it was over, it was over. He
Yes.
went from an incredible pitcher to just, he was done. He pitched all the innings he could pitch. Dusty Baker burned him out just like Mark Pryor and Kerry Wood. It was over.
It was like squeezing all the toothpaste out of the tube. Dusty Baker got everything he could from all of his pitchers.
Yup.
And they paid the price for it.
They did, and they didn't get a title. They
I
sadly
don't know. He
didn't get a
looks like
title.
he's having a great time.
I think he's fine. White Sox at the Tigers tonight, if you care. Opening night of the NFL last night, the Lions upset the champs. The champs are not here. And come back. With the receiverless Patrick Mahomes looked really weak out there because he really needed some help and didn't have it with Travis Kelce out, of course, who's,
Yeah, it was the first game Travis Kelce had missed since 2013. Normally, if you're playing fantasy football, you like having Kelce on your team, not only because he's great, because he's very reliable as well. He was out last night. He should be back next Sunday.
What was he out for?
Hyperextended his knee.
Doing what? What was he doing?
You know.
They always leave that part out. It's like get to the good part.
I mean, they said it was in practice.
Yeah, everybody saw him get hurt in
Yeah,
practice.
right.
Yeah.
Chasing after Taylor Swift still. I
Oh,
know that's
my
what
God.
happened.
You think that's what happened?
He was trying to get her.
I remember.
Right,
Well, get her might be alive. He's trying to tackle Taylor Swift. She's fast.
Everyone knows it.
Listen,
She's a slippery sucker.
she can break ankles. She's good. She gets away.
She oils up before she goes on stage.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Watching Mahomes last night was a little bit like the situation that the Bears have been with Justin Fields these past few years, where Mahomes is running around and trying to make magic out of nothing, but he has no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah, without Kelce in there for
Yes,
sure.
without Kelce in there.
It's wild to think he's been in 10 years in the league too, Travis
I know,
Kelce.
right?
Feels
But
like
even Mahomes is 6 6 or 7 years deep at this point. 2
Yeah.
Super Bowls.
Yep. 2 Super Bowls on their way to 3, hopefully. But or I shouldn't say hopefully.
What?
No.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know why I said
fake
that.
Chicago guy over here,
No,
Brian.
I knew it. I knew you were a Bears fan.
This guy.
You're disgusting.
I've been up all night from the
You're
Pearl
a
Jam
piece
show.
of crap.
Fine, I am a piece of crap. I'm tired. I'm like Kenzie. Like I want to go home now. I've all of a sudden become Kenzie.
So read more about your favorite team, the Chiefs. You
They're
wanna
not
leave?
my favorite.
That's
You wanna
good
do
to
a
know.
game by
You
game
hate
break
the
down the
Cure. Hates the Cure, loves the Chiefs.
I do like ribs though, and Kansas City has good ribs.
See?
Yeah.
Fake.
We've got a station out of Kansas City. Why don't you go there?
All right. Speaking of Pearl Jam last night, what a show! As I said earlier, I've been up all night from that show. It was incredible.
He hyperextended his knee at the show.
I tried to tackle Eddie Vedder. He's a slippery sucker too, like Taylor Swift. So they do an encore. Obviously, they come out and play like 6 more songs. But Eddie Vedder stayed on stage while the band goes back and does their little chill time. I'm taking over to bring on a good friend of Chicago. He brings on Chris Chelios, legendary Blackhawks player, and he comes out in his jersey and actually had a 23 jersey on there. It was interesting because he gave him some information out there that Chris Chelios didn't know. This is Eddie Vedder talking to him on stage last night.
And then, Chris, while I got you, I got one more. I'm really glad I got to share this with all of you too. But Chris, the Blackhawks, they reached out to me and the group, and they told me a true story. The band and I are deeply honored to be the ones who get to tell you in front of all these fine people.
Yeah!
Before Mr. Words passed, it was one of his last wishes that you would be honored.
And what he's honored with is his jersey, number 7, retired, will be hanging in the rafters of the Madhouse.
I don't mean to be critical, but it took him a very long time to say that. Did anyone else feel that way?
It took him a very long time to say that, and then he actually, in the video, it's up on Q101.com. It's a very emotional video. If you like Chris Chelios, I would recommend checking it out.
Oh, it's great.
But he doesn't say that his jersey's getting retired. He just sort of gestures with the Jumbotron and lets the Jumbotron do it.
I know,
Very
I thought
frustrating
it still
for our
wasn't
purposes.
done.
Yes.
I thought he'd still didn't do it.
Being there, it was longer than that. Case did a good job of editing it down.
I actually trimmed it down.
He trimmed it down a lot. And you're right, we're on radio, so we would like him to say it, and he didn't. He kind of pointed to the rafters, and they...
Well, he probably intentionally did that so we couldn't play it. You know how he feels about us.
Yeah, Eddie
He
Vedder.
goes, this is not for you.
What a wonderful moment for a Chicagoan, by the way, who has 3 Stanley Cups, none of them here, sadly, with the Red Wings and with the Montreal Canadiens. But
You're like, thankfully, with the Red Wings, fake ass fan.
he grew up in Evergreen Park, went to Mount Carmel High School. He has played more NHL games than any other American-born NHL player. Wild. And just used to have the bar over there, too, by United Center.
And so when they do his jersey retirement ceremony, that'll be February 25th against the Red Wings. So it'll be a beautiful night in the UC. I'm looking forward to it.
Wow, that is going to be wild. But let's get to the Bears-Packers Sunday. Let's go. Now, I correctly predicted the exact record of the Bears 2 years in a row. Now, sadly, last year I didn't. In fact, I was pretty far off.
You're pretty far off. It was the opposite. I think you said 14-3. They
I
were
said
3-14.
I said 13-4, and yeah, that's the problem. But here's the thing: I didn't know going into that season they were going to tank for picks and salary cap.
Obviously.
I didn't know. I had no idea. I thought they were going to try to
You
win.
would have guessed otherwise.
Well,
I think they didn't try to win. What kind of statement is that?
They did
I don't
not.
think they were like, let's not play.
They
guy hates the Bears.
They officially tanked to do what they did now is create a long-term legacy and opportunity for a Super Bowl. That's what they did. I believe in the new organization. I believe in Matt Eberflus. I believe in Ryan Poles. I am so happy that what they did in cleaning house and bringing in new people, and also being horrible last year to bring in draft picks and, of course, reduce the salary cap and get bigger players in as we go along the next several years. So that being said,
Oh, boy.
Here it goes.
with Bears-Packers, 3:25 at Soldier Field. Of course, at noon, I'll have music class with my 9-month-old baby Harper, but I will make it to the tailgate lots, and I'll be out there, and I am giving you this treat. So it's a pick'em game, basically, by DraftKings, my friends DraftKings. If you're not on DraftKings, download the app.
I
and
agree. You
Use
should
the
download it.
Use the promo code Q101 because you'll get $5 bet will get you $200 in bets. That is absolutely incredible. So do that deal, even if you're not a big gambler. It's fun. It makes every game more interesting.
And what are you going to do when you get DraftKings?
Well, you do pick on that Bears-Packers game. And here is the score of that game. It'll be Bears 24, Packers 20. Bears win game number 1 in Soldier Field. You can't tell me that after 17 years of Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love is going to come in here and kick the Bears' ass? It's going to be his house? No effing way. No way. I'm not saying it's going to be a great game, but the Bears are going to win that game. Justin Fields is going to make a statement, and this is the beginning of the new era of your Chicago Bears.
And then what's the overall season prediction? What do you got there?
The overall season prediction of the Bears, they will go 9-8. Now, that's better than a lot of people were saying. 9-8. A lot of people are saying 7-10. A lot of people think they're going to lose a ton of games this year, too. They're going to go 9-8. They're going to surprise some people. I'm not giving you every game, the win-loss right now. I'll do it each week on Fridays. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. I thought you were going to do something better than that.
What'd you want?
Well, I mean, you predicted better last year?
I predicted a great year last year. I did. But I was wrong.
You thought last year would be better than you think this year will be.
I did at the time.
Even though the team got better.
Well, it got
That's
better.
what I'm saying.
But it came better off the floor.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to get worse.
There's an expression that you can't fall off the floor.
Mm-hmm. Don't say that. Don't say any. Knock on some wood right now. Look what you've done.
You think I'm going to fall off the floor?
Not you.
Oh, the Bears.
We idiots. Oh, my God.
In the meantime, let's get fired up for the Bears.
Montgomery running left. Cuts it in. Touchdown, Chicago. Fields delivers down on the field. And Tom Mooney. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Breaks it inside. Still on his feet. Pushing the ball. Touchdown, Chicago. 9 yards. The hard way. Caught hit. Loose. Picked up. Matt flips it. Jackson. Oh, my goodness. In the face. In the face. Here's Field. Lines up deep. Mooney. Caught inside the 5. Justin Fields put the biscuit in the basket. Damian Williams, can he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Chicago. Doing backflips in the shot.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, she has the brain of a dinosaur, and she's here today to compete
I don't
against.
even know what that means.
If you heard the last hour of the show, jump in on that. People have been hanging out. Or go to the podcast at Q101.com or anywhere you get your podcast. Understand the dinosaur discussion that happened in the past hour. But in the meantime, let's compete in trivia for 311 AWOL Nation tickets. Jay in Burbank, ahoy. Tell us something really quick about yourself.
Hi, how you guys doing? My name's Jay, and I work 3 jobs. Just got off of one, actually.
Oh, do you have to head to another one, or are you done?
I'm done for right now, at least.
Whoa, yay.
What are the 3 jobs?
I work as a chassis mechanic. I repair semi-truck trailers. I do DoorDash, and I work at a pizzeria as the maker and a delivery driver.
Damn.
Wow.
Which one do you like the most?
Probably DoorDash, as I don't have to interact with any bosses.
That's true. That's a good, very good point.
Respect.
Did they only hire one person at the pizza place? Like, do you have to make it and then immediately leave and deliver it?
I mean, we are kind of hurting for people, so he probably would take you in for the day.
Oh, my gosh.
You want to get?
What's the pizza place?
Yeah, give us a plug.
It's Oh Boy Pizza in Worth.
Oh.
Oh Boy Pizza. I like
Yeah,
that
it's
name.
113th in Harlem.
Good stuff. Good pizza.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's normal Chicago.
I will say, if you don't think it's good, you're the one making it.
Look in the mirror, Jay.
Not a lot of confidence there, but I'd try it. If you're in that area, go try that pizza. Go check it out. Okay. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Call it.
Heads.
It is heads. I think Kenzie's lost every coin toss in the last 2 weeks.
I have.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, you should be
It's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Is it?
It's fine.
All right, Jay.
I think you just lie. I just see it.
I show it. I showed it to you.
You could flip it. It's a coin. It only has 2 sides.
I'm not cheating on the coin toss. All right, Jay, here we go. Question number 1. Who does the voiceover for Dory in Finding Nemo and Finding Dory? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
That's okay. Do you know, Kenzie?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, yeah. I saw the first one. I didn't know there was a second movie, Finding Dory. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to find her too. She got lost.
Oh, that's not funny? Like she really did get lost?
Yeah.
You gotta watch the movie now.
Okay.
Oh, no spoiler alert.
Yeah,
We're
no
not going to tell
spoilers
you.
on Finding Dory.
I mean, it's called Finding Dory. I should have figured that out. My bad.
Was she lost? No. It's a short movie.
I've been up all night from Pearl Jam. I'm a little
They
tired.
turned
around. Idiot.
All right, it's 1-0. It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie,
What?
how many of each dinosaur did Noah bring on his ark?
We don't know if there was dinosaurs or not, but it was 2 of each animal.
2 of each dinosaur were on the ark. Good job.
We're gonna give her points for that?
Yeah, I'm giving her a point for that.
Okay, all right.
What do you mean? I got the question right.
Sure.
Jay,
I don't understand.
Yes,
Case is challenging me.
Jay, which U.S. president presented Forrest Gump with the Medal of Honor? Remember the movie Forrest Gump? Which president? 3, 2.
JFK.
Jack who?
JFK.
Oh, JFK.
Jack Kennedy.
Yeah, his friends called him Jack. Kenzie, do you know what the president is?
Well, first off, the movie's called Forrest Gump. You said Forrest the Gump.
Boy, I am really, it's been I've been up all night
I
from
don't know
Pearl
if I've
Jam.
seen Forrest the Gump.
Yeah, Forrest the Gump.
I honestly, I do not remember. I am gonna say Ronald Reagan.
It wasn't Reagan. It was
had no
Lyndon
idea.
B. Johnson.
That wasn't on the radar. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Not a big LBJ girl.
No.
That's just funny in general. All right, 1-0.
No, it is 2-0, and it's back to Kenzie.
Oh, back to Kenzie. Kenzie, what is the layer at the back of the eyeball containing cells that are sensitive to light?
Okay, so I know this one. I know this part of the eye. Because I didn't really think it was part of the eye necessarily. But because I had the eye surgery, it's the retina.
Oh, yes, good
Because
job.
I had the eye surgery on my nerves. I know that one.
Kenzie only thought there was one part of the eye a couple days ago. She got 2 eye questions wrong. That's why we threw that one to her.
But we've learned a lot this week. We've learned about eyes, we've learned about dinosaurs, and we've learned that Kenzie's up 3-0, and it's back to Jay.
Wow.
Ooh, nice
Jay,
tie-in.
Jay, the fictional town of South Park is located in what U.S. state?
Colorado.
Colorado's right. Jay's on the board.
He is on the
That
money
was a
with
lot
that
of
one.
confidence there.
Let's see. Back to Kenzie?
Yes.
Now, we're going to finish this off. This week it's over, these questions. Name one of the members of the Rat Pack. Now, it can't be Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., or Dean Martin, who Kenzie put Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Kenzie thought the Rat Pack was Jeffrey Epstein, Jimmy Dean,
Yep.
and Sam Adams.
Sam Adams, that's right. So there's 2 more. So if you can name one more, except for those 3, name a Rat Pack
I
member.
hate this game.
Oh, yeah.
I know that there's a Peter
Okay.
Dinklage.
It's not Peter Dinklage. Sorry. Jay, do you know that it can't be Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., or Dean Martin? Another member of the Rat Pack. Hello?
I am still here.
3, 2, 1.
Peter Binkley.
Peter Binkley, no.
Dinkley and Binkley, baby.
So the last 2 were Peter Lawford and Joey Bishop. I don't, how you
There we
know
go.
that, right?
There we go. We've learned something new this week. We've learned about
Yep.
the Rat Pack.
That is the largest pack of anything.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
All right, 3-1, back to Jay.
Jay, what sports team's jersey does Cameron wear on Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Chicago Cubs.
No, he does not. No, he does not. Kenzie.
The Red Wings?
The Red Wings is what he wears. A Red Wings jersey throughout entire Ferris Bueller's. Okay.
A lot of people use that as a Halloween costume.
That's a good one.
A lot.
It's easy. All right, it is 4-1, and it's back to Kenzie. She can win with the correct answer and give everybody a shot at 311
It would
AWOL Nation
be
tickets.
my first win of the week.
Wow.
And I think we'd all love to see it.
Would we?
Speaking for everybody right now.
Would
Well,
we?
because everybody would get the tickets, or at least have a shot at the tickets.
Everybody would, whoa. Only one pair.
Kenzie,
Yeah.
how many Home Alone movies are there?
Okay, so this is interesting. Because there's 5.
Oh my God, she got it. No
Because
one.
someone straight to DVD.
Because of what now?
Someone straight to DVD. My son is obsessed with all of them, and I get really bummed after we watch the first 2 during Christmas season because the last 3 are
No,
heinous.
you don't need to watch the last 3. Well, congratulations. Kenzie wins first win of the week.
First win of the week.
Sorry, Jay, it was at your expense.
No worries. I'm happy she at least got 1 win.
I know. I tried.
But try your pizza place. What is it again?
Old Boy Pizza.
Oh, boy. We should give him a prize pack because he works so hard.
He does. Should we just give him the tickets?
Jay, do you want 311 AWOL Nation tickets?
I mean, I would absolutely love that, yes.
He
All
works
right.
so hard. tired.
I mean, but here's a real question. Will you get off work to get there? You have 3 jobs.
Oh, I will definitely find time to get off work.
He's
At
going to
least
quit
one of
all
them.
3 jobs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man, you got him. It's Friday. Hell with it. You got the tickets.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you're welcome, bro.
Oh, he's so nice.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A reminder that Everclear is stopping by, and they're going to play live in the 9 o'clock hour. Just put that in your phone there to remind you if you have to run into work right now and you have to leave us for a couple minutes. We hate it when you leave, but we just love it when you come back. We know, we get it. We get sometimes you got to bail out. But you can listen to us any way you want. You can listen on a smart speaker. We have a great app on your desktop. So not just on the old-fashioned radio. You can take us with you anywhere you go. So coming up here at 7:55, something happened yesterday after the show that is monumental, historic, and I got to say, it literally could have been the best I've ever been punked in my life, and it came from our little Kenzie over here. I mean, it's unbelievable. We have the audio to play for you to go along and see what she did. We're going to explain everything, play the audio. But I have never been punked like this in my life.
You were like shook yesterday, and it was awesome.
And there's actually video that's going to go along with it for the Facebook page. And I am sitting here in the presence of greatness, I have to say.
Oh, my.
No, yesterday I was very mad.
Yesterday you weren't as happy.
Oh, I was hot.
You didn't think I was great yesterday.
I did not think you were great. I didn't think I was in the presence of greatness. I thought I was in the presence of Satan. But I'm calm now. It's later. I saw Pearl Jam last night. I'm relaxed. I'm happy. So we can make fun of it. And I just got to say, when you hear this, you're going to go nuts. So it's coming up in 7:55.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Want to throw another reminder out there. We're going to have Riot Fest tickets all next week, leading up to Riot Fest next week here in the morning show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So just make sure you're here. Your last chances to get in all next week. Be here for the blessed event of Riot Fest. Now, I was thinking of things like that and having a great day yesterday on Ticket Butts Thursday when we were giving away Riot Fest tickets all day yesterday. Had a great show. I left the studio for a minute, and that's when somebody punked me better than I've ever been punked in my life, and that person's name is Kenzie K.
Hello.
Yeah, right there. This is unbelievable. So this takes a little explaining what goes on behind the scenes a little bit here at Q101. The show was over. Now, I am a DraftKings guy. I've been with DraftKings for, I think, 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer than that at this point. And that is called an endorsement with the radio station. We partner with people differently, and you hear these commercials during the break. I said, it's Brian for DraftKings, just like Kenzie does. Hey, I'm Kenzie for Duncan. And we love our clients that take so much of the extra effort to pick us to represent them.
Well, it's the thing. It really is like an honor because they want you to be the one to represent their brand, and you build a relationship because you do have to do a lot of writing of these commercials and stuff. So the Dunkin' ads, the DraftKings, and you have to craft these, and you spend time with these clients where it becomes more personal. It's not just a generic thing that they sent over that you know nothing about. You try the product, you use the product, you try to create content around it. So we all take our endorsements super seriously, and we do get paid extra money, so they're important to us. We put in that extra effort, and it's a deal that we make.
Yeah, which explains DraftKings to me, being a sports guy and everything I've done with sports, and I do my picks. I'm going to have my baby do some picks this weekend. She's going to crawl to the Packers or Bears and whatever. So it's so personal. It is so important to us individually here at Q101. Each person that has an endorsement. DraftKings is mine.
Yes, that's like your baby, seriously, is DraftKings.
It really is.
I have to hear about it every day. I have this DraftKings thing, and I came up with this idea for it. You're always talking about it.
And it apparently, Kenzie had a brainstorm, I don't know, a month ago, to punk me and basically set it up where DraftKings decided to drop me and go with her to represent DraftKings. That is devastating to one of us if that happens here.
You lose money, you lose a client. It makes you feel like crap because you handwrite those commercials.
You think you did something wrong and you lose a friend. That's how much I take it. I know I take it that way. So what Kenzie did was when I left the studio yesterday after the show, I went to the bathroom. And we have a guy here who's the best in the business in our sales department, Jeff Hill. There's no one like him in Chicago and probably even the country about working with clients and getting them on the air. And also, these are the things that help us. You get free things, by the way, through these advertisers and clients. She told Jeff, who's stone cold, could be a killer now when you think about this, to call me and punk me into saying that DraftKings is leaving me and going to Kenzie.
Yes. Because DraftKings opened that sports book is over there and
At
everything.
Wrigley Field.
Yes. And then I do this show with the Cubs. I thought it would be really funny to be like, oh, they love Kenzie because of the Cubs connection, Brian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kenzie has a show on Marquee Network called The MVP Game. It's awesome. You should watch it. But he lays into that about why they want to leave me because she has a TV show and I don't, is basically what the thing of the call, how it goes. So here's that phone call that our director of sales, Jeff Hill, made to me while I was in the bathroom. Enjoy.
Hello?
Hey, I'm running into a meeting, so I wanted to give you a buzz. I had a long conversation yesterday with the agency people at DraftKings.
Yeah.
They are, with all the stuff going up on Wrigley up there this year, with the team and playoff push and all that other stuff, they are really trying to capitalize on the Cubs connection. So they want to lean into Kenzie a little bit because of all the stuff she does with the TV show and stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of fill you in on that. And
Am I losing it?
Probably not losing it. What we're talking about maybe doing is kind of an every other spot kind of a thing. So we got to kind of see how performance is and how that whole thing goes. But right now, I think I've got him to the point of where we can do kind of an every other type of a deal.
Okay. All right. It certainly is a little upsetting because that's not in my wheelhouse.
I know. You're a sports guy.
Yeah, that's right.
I know. I think it's all the the TV show and stuff like that she does that has really kind of piqued their interest. So.
Well, as long as I can share, I can still get some of it there. I'd love that.
It's a good lesson you can teach your daughter when she gets a little older. It's all about sharing.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that's not her attitude.
I know. I had to fight for it. No, I see the claw's great for everything.
I know. Well, we'll figure it out, buddy.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate you going
All right.
on it.
You got it.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
I have to claw and scrape for everything.
Can you hear the anger seething in me?
I hear devastation.
I literally held it together. I think, okay, even though it was cringy as hell to listen back to that phone call yesterday.
I love when he's like, this is a good lesson to teach your daughter. You have to share. You go, huh?
I know. I went, oh. I went, oh.
Well, it's kind of my wheelhouse.
Oh, my God. I was so angry when I hung up the phone. I slammed the door and broke the bathroom door in the bathroom back there.
You're such a child. I love it, but it's so funny.
I held it together a little bit, but I said, that little part of me, I go, it's a little unsettling.
Yeah.
It's kind of my wheelhouse. That is so cringy to listen back to.
Scrape and claw for everything.
And look, I get it. You're a new father. Daycare is very expensive. I've heard it once. I've heard it 1,000 times. You love DraftKings.
Listen, when you lose an endorsement, it really is like getting a pay reduction.
It's like getting broken up with.
It sucks.
And more importantly, it is something I love. I will use DraftKings all weekend betting on games, but the way he said, again, he dropped in, it's the TV show thing, because I don't have a TV show and Kenzie has a TV show.
You do not have a TV show.
And that is, it's all about the TV show. And by the way, people were texting in, Jeff Hill is a savage.
I know.
He is a savage. And he held it together so well. And oh my God. So now we have some audio we're going to play in just about 2 minutes. We'll play some Green Day of me reacting when I came back in the studio. That was me in the bathroom and Jeff calling me. And
so I secretly recorded Brian when he walked back in and I was in here. And then he found out that it was a prank.
Yeah, so we'll play that.
Awesome.
We'll play that audio in just 2.5 minutes. Stay here to see the continuation of the best punk job I ever got.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.